On today's episode, we're heading out to the Western Plains to do some deer hunting. If you guys have watched our videos before, you know that a lot of times we start the deer tour in these areas and get into some pretty wild action.
Got him, Jake.
Jacob!
But for this trip, Zach's got a bow tag in his pocket, so myself, Cole, and Mitch headed out to meet up with him.
This morning was not ideal for coming up here in Glass and super foggy, and I was contemplating driving around, but finally I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk out here and let the fog burn off, then I can drive around later, because driving around's not gonna do me any good if I can't see anything. So just walked out here, figured I'd try to get eyes on that big buck again, the wide one, and luckily I did, so it paid off. Last night I saw quite a few deer. Saw one 8-pointer, which I'm pretty sure is the one that I'm seeing right now, the velvet buck. And then there's another hardhorn buck down there that is definitely a shooter. Actually, I think he's like maybe he's an 8-pointer. He might just be a big 7. I'm not really sure, but either way, he's pretty wide. He doesn't look like he's that big, and then he turns and looks at you, and it's like, oh, yeah, he's pretty sweet. But I actually saw him coming up this edge last night, right at last light. But anyway, I'm going to keep scouting today. Just want to have a good plan and feel confident in it. And now that I've got 2 different places that I've seen bucks, I feel extremely confident going into tomorrow. I think tonight I'm going to go watch that spot where I saw those other bucks. Ones, though, I'm not so sure. It's hard to say if they're going to be living on public. The place they're on is very small. The spot actually isn't that big either, but I do feel pretty confident that they're going to be spending the majority of the day down in these bottoms. So anyway, New Cole, Mitch, and Ted are all going to meet me today. Feeling pretty fired up. It's been a couple of years since I've hunted deer early like this. And the last time I did, I was with Jake and Nick. That was in 2022. We had some really fun hunts, but didn't pull it off till we went back. So hoping to make similar memories on this trip, because seems like we're going to have a fun crew. And yeah, I really love these early season deer hunts just because unique about them. You don't really experience weather like this. We're just hoping to be in the game tomorrow. We'll let you guys know if we see anything else and let you know whenever the boys roll into town. Pulling into this spot where I saw those 2 big bucks the other day. Let's see if we see them again. They were like right in that low ground right there. I mean,
Buddy, I'm trying to make it make sense too.
and you can see the one naked eye, just like, I see another deer down there. There's a doe on the fence line right there. And the other day when I pulled in, these 2 bucks were laying. One of them was laying in that little green spot, like close to there. The other one was standing. And I was like, that thing is a tank. And I pulled my binos up, and I was like, as long as it's not a mule deer, that's a big buck. The sun went. He just had these crazy massive bases and tall brows. And I immediately grabbed the camera and filmed my first clip of the trip.
I feel like this old homestead is just weird enough that, yeah, especially all them trees back there. Sweet. Oh, here's a deer. Buck over here in the light. He just went by in that little clump. Yep, 2 of them. There's another one. Probably them.
The one's behind the brown stuff still.
Okay. Do you see the other one?
He moved to the right. The
Oh,
one
I see
that's
him
coming out
stopping
now.
Oh yeah, big one.
Yeah, that's got to be those bucks. That had to have been the same 2 bucks, though.
I would think, yeah.
Should we go up to this house and ask for permission? Well, actually, them things are darn close to public. Should we just pull down there and talk to these people?
Sure.
These folks from Colorado on our road with only our house on it. You guys care to be hunting nice 8s or no?
Well, and we're just bow hunting.
We're not gonna get one, we're just bow hunting. Hi there.
Hi.
Sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
I just was sitting on the road and I thought maybe it was weird, so I was just gonna stop and say hi. I'm just in the area deer hunting, so
Okay. All right.
I just figured I'd say hi.
Okay.
Do you guys know who owns the land like right here?
I don't know. There should be a sign, you know, if you're in the area with a phone number on.
Oh, okay.
So sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Do you guys let anybody hunt?
Not usually.
Okay.
My husband likes to kind of go himself.
Does he?
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
All right.
But all right.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye bye.
No go. Got no information out of that, but other than that, her husband likes to go too.
They were probably freaking out.
Oh, I'm sure, and I feel bad because I don't know what else to do. Yeah, you're gonna look weird rolling up.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you've never seen probably anyone down this whole road.
Actually, we beat you to your house.
We led you here.
And we'll be here all week. So.
Yeah, we're gonna be riding through here, so I'm looking for good deer. There's a big buck right there, huge buck.
How's it going?
Pretty good, how are you?
Good.
We're just looking for deer.
Oh, okay.
We were wondering, I'm assuming you live down here. Whoops.
I live over there, yeah.
Yeah. We just stopped by,
Oh,
and we
okay.
just wanted to see if you guys knew who owned that crop field, or if there was any way to get a hold of them.
This cornfield?
Yeah.
Well, Greg down the road is the one who rents it.
Okay.
Oh, there's a guy, he's from Wisconsin who owns this stuff.
Yeah.
So he owns it, so I'm not quite sure how the hunting rights on that would work.
Sure.
So, yeah. I mean, you can go talk to Greg if you want. The problem is that bow hunting around here is not easy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and
Not a lot of trees and not a lot of...
that's right. I like ground stalking them, but part of the problem is too just finding a place where you can go where they're at the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm Zach, by the way.
Nice to meet you. I'm Josh.
Nice to meet you, Josh. You might see us around. Just
Sure.
Do you own any land back here?
Yeah, we own land over here and stuff. Like the buttes up there we own.
Oh, cool.
I mean, to try to hunt that way, the bow and damn near be impossible.
Yeah. Well,
It's hard with a rifle.
Whitetail probably don't go up there very much either, do they?
Yeah,
They
you
do?
get whitetail and muleys, depending
Really?
on.
Well, would you let us go?
If you want, I don't care.
Okay. Cool. Well, appreciate it, Josh. We better get driving. We got a decent little drive back to our camp, but it was nice meeting
All right,
you.
yeah, nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll bump into you again.
Yeah, you too.
See ya. There's a huge buck right there on the fence line. Did you see it at all?
I didn't see
And it went whoosh and jumped into the corn, and he pulled like right as he's like, we start talking.
Oh yeah, it was like a
Bow range.
right here.
That was insane. I don't even think it was one of the two that we just saw.
Yeah. It's a little ways from where we saw them.
Yeah, they were a good ways that way,
Yeah.
and going that way.
Uh-huh.
What? We gotta get a
Pretty
hold.
good area.
Jeez. Well, they don't get that big. No guarantees, but like whatever was, it might have been a mule deer. It was that
Oh,
big. It was.
yeah.
I don't know though.
But
I mean, whatever it was just junk. Like, and I saw it for a split second. It could have been one of the bucks that I saw the other day,
yeah.
and that just been two other ones.
Mhm.
Totally could have been the case. But whatever it was, poosh.
Good.
Nice 8. I guess that's a wrap on our day. We can go back to camp, hang out with the boys, eat, go to sleep, try to decide where to drive to in the morning to do some glassing. See you back there. Out.
We'll just kind of leapfrog our way down this edge, so basically following the path that I'm taking, and then just have somebody stay back, now, so we're all moving at the same time. The sound's gonna travel well. But I'm just gonna start sliding this way. Just go one at a time, like kind of loop up. I'm gonna have probably you stay here for a minute, and then we're gonna just go up, get a little bit further up to see further back to the right. That buck I saw yesterday was out in those cottonwoods there. He cut across that bottom. He came from like the trees that are that way, cut across that opening, went to that, and then kept going that way. But I was just peeking up to see this way. I think we'll go further down, because the further we go that way, the more we can just continue to see. Definitely warmer than what it was yesterday, by a long shot. Alright, it's opening day of the season here, and we're up here glassing, but we can't hunt until noon. So we're up here glassing, we do not have a bow with us, and we're just basically right now looking into the same area that I saw those two bucks yesterday morning. And one of the things that I like to do to kind of cover ground is do what I call the butt crack move, where basically you're taking a line, and in this case it's this, I guess, steep edge, and we're just going, basically popping out and peeking over the edge. Then we drop back, loop around, peek out again, drop back, loop around. That way we can look at this bottom from different angles. And the reason I started calling it the butt crack move is because when you run a tracker, the shape just kind of ends up looking like a little butt crack. You can call it whatever you want though. I'm calling it the butt crack move. It's a lot warmer today, so I don't know if the deer are going to be moving as well or not, but either way, I saw that buck pretty late in the morning yesterday, so hoping that the same thing happens today. I think I might have just found that buck that I saw yesterday morning. And what gave him away was the buck that he was with. This morning we saw him go down in there. And I knew he was in there, but I kept just only catching glimpses of him, and eventually I saw him up on his feet moving around. There's a couple other deer in there too, and I just kept watching them, and eventually I could see that there was something that was kind of flashing. And so I just kept watching that spot, and eventually it sure looks like his antler moving right there. I can't really see it right now, but nope, I actually just saw it now that I say that, of course. But I just kept catching like a little bit of movement, and I think it's his tines just moving around, and I think he's laying at the base of those cottonwood trees, and I think the other buck is just there to the right of him, so I might just have him bedded up already. There's zero wind right now, which obviously isn't helping us, and we still got several hours till we can even get down in there, but either way, it's a good start. You might ask yourself, how did you see that? And my answer is, I have no idea. I just got super lucky, and I was watching that other buck, and I could tell that he was looking at something. He was kind of sticking his head down, and then I saw that kind of flashing. And since then, he has not moved nearly as much as he was. Basically now, just putting it on time-lapse mode and just filming that spot and just staring at it, and I'm barely ever seeing him move. But the only reason that I'm doing it that way is because I don't think anybody would ever believe me if I didn't have it and like fast forward, pretty much. Sometimes those little subtle movements he's making, you'd never see them, you know, unless you're super specifically staring at that spot, because we're talking 537 yards at least. By God, I love my spotting scope. Don't get me wrong, I love my binos, but I love my spotting scope. 8:30 in the morning, we're already on one. Opening day. Only hours and hours and hours before we need to hunt.
So have you came up with a solid game plan?
I think we just did.
Or have you just been ladies aiding with the local folk the whole time?
We've been talking to the local folk for the last hour.
You guys
but
missed the best one though. Tom, this old guy. He's gonna be sitting down there in his raised blind, and he was basically telling us that his land is our land. He's like, basically, come by. He's like, if you want us to drag your deer out, or you want to use my tractor or anything, just come by.
That's ideal.
This old guy, really cool.
Always talk to the locals. Sometimes you're like a little intimidated, but a lot of times you're really cool. I'm gonna put a leafy suit on, kind of get myself oriented, but this is gonna be awesome.
Oh.
Oh my god. My golly, the wind's gonna have to be right. It's stankin'. This is not necessarily the most comfortable, but that gets you mad enough to kill. Is he still just lying there?
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's go get him, I guess. At this point, I think I'm just gonna try to use this spot and whatever's down there as reference to like look back through. But I think that, let's see what it looks like when we get down there, but we're just gonna go down there and work our way along that far edge and then try to get closer from there. I mean, the wind's blowing like this. I feel like that edge down drops off over there and then cut across to him. Just try to slow crawl. The wind's pretty good, so I think we should probably try to make a move. Just gonna have to get down there and play around. See. Land in a cottonwood bottom, we've seen it before. It's crazy, kids. Like he's in a 80s hairband. This wind's perfect and that storm's gonna roll in right on time, and it's gonna get weird, but we're gonna get him. Could be proven wrong real quickly here, but it kind of feels like you could just walk straight to him almost. I mean, I don't know that we have to mess around too long, especially if we get a little bit that way on him. Put some of those trees between them and us with that hill. I don't think they'll ever see it unless something changes, but even right here, I feel like we're low enough that they can't see us around it. Walk up this edge or just stay down in that trail down there. Definitely like more hidden down there. I say stay hidden, yeah. Just ended up there anyway. There we go. To there and then over. And kind of stay on that edge. Over there. Kind of thinking just try to get anywhere over there, but I'm thinking the advantage of going there is you can stay up on the high. Let him work around. I've seen him go right in that point twice now. I can see him coming out there tonight. And I just feel like if he can get up there, so we can either go at it, try setting up there, or we can kind of come in like this, which I'm kind of thinking maybe we do that. Just get right here, take that little low ground spot. It's a subtly low ground right there. And kind of angle towards those bushes at the end. I think these are little locust trees. There's another couple of them up there. Whatever this plant is, it's definitely right there on the left side. I think if we get there, that's a good next stopping point. We can make our next move from there. Feel pretty good about it. I think they keep turkey calling or just let the wind be. I think just let the wind be.
Zach and Walker just popped up in this bottom down there. They're inching their way in towards this cottonwood patch. We have lost track of this buck a couple times now. He got up and moved, shifted beds not too far, just a little bit, and when he made that move, he nudged a smaller buck off too. So there's 2 bucks down in there, not too far apart. Cole just got eyes on him again up here, just to our left. We lost track of him from this position right here. He shifted a little bit, so we gotta go up here a little bit further to the left. We should be able to see him again. But Zach and Walker are making pretty good time. We got rain that might be coming in behind us. You can see the dark clouds back there. Wind's up, temperature dropped a little bit, honestly, and these guys are making pretty good time, so could go down in a hurry.
Try to stay pretty low going. Be some patient crawling involved next, I think, but we might be able to just take our time and get right in the edge of this stuff. I don't see him, but it's more open than it looks up there even. I think we could even get him right here if we, all of a sudden he was up and moving, came out this way, but I mean, I saw him way up there first night. He was all the way up at the point. So I mean, yeah, we will walk across here, but we got so much time that I'm like, trying to now kind of get into controlled mode. Just slide in there. That was all super aggressive, and I'm glad we got to here. But I mean, they're still just looking down in here. It's like, he's got to be there. I bet he's like, I mean, kind of sounds like he's been there. Every time I've been here, that's where he's been.
I think they're gonna get it done.
I know Zach's gonna get it done.
You do?
He's my hero.
How's it gonna go down?
He's gonna crawl up there, and then Brett's gonna make a lot of noise and get it to stand up, and he's gonna quick draw McGraw. Always blame the cameraman.
Yeah, that's right. What's your thoughts?
I think they're gonna set up on the edge, and it's 1:40 now. I think that deer is gonna wait till like 6:30. Then it might give him a chance. I think we're gonna be here for 4 hours.
I think we're gonna be here a while. I think we're gonna get wet.
I think we're fine.
Walking this way.
Towards us. Walking right at us.
Yeah.
Just square up with him.
A little bit. Pushed him off. Bucks are walking out of the woods towards us right now. Did you just lay down? Oh no. I was like, he's just down a little dip. Oh no, I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, I see the big ones rack again. Looks like they might pop up.
Closer to us.
Coming out this way, yeah, probably right behind that big bush.
Oh, yeah, he's running over this way. Trotting this way. Going to get a drink, probably. He's big.
Yeah. Closer he gets, the bigger he gets.
Yeah. That buck just went up in that bush.
Out of every single way I would have picked them bucks to go, this was not the way. If you'd have bet money.
They might turn around.
I'm sure.
But yeah, I don't know if they're eating something in that thing or what. I can see him on the right side of that thing, hitting a branch.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's about to walk out. Oh, here's the bigger one coming down on the bank of the river. Looking up this way now.
Yeah.
This might be when Zach and them make their move too, I don't know. If they can see everything that's going on somewhat. They could make a big move while they're down in that bank. Alright, the bucks just came out, walked basically straight at us, and then they ducked down in the river. The banks of the river are real steep and straight down, so Zach and Walker should be in the clear to make a move, and that's what they're doing right now. Haven't seen them pop back out of there. They just went down in there about a minute ago, so hopefully they give them a little bit of a time to make a move over there a little bit closer.
Yeah, they're gonna have to stay on the edge of that woods in case they end up walking. Yeah, riverbank right past where they just were.
Mm-hmm.
Zach's between the two big trees right now. Yeah.
I think this would work. So, if we stay here, do you think we'd move up there? I feel like we're in range where they walk. I feel like keeping that lip there might be a benefit. I think we're gonna hear them. Huh? I think we'll hear them. Yeah. Just walked over to where Zach was and spooked, ran back into the river bottom. And then these turkeys are on our side of the river. They're walking across there. And
both the bucks got up and they're staring these turkeys down. So those bucks have been bedded there on the edge of the river for the last 25, 30 minutes, I think. Cole was trying to figure out if he had a post browse or not. Did confirm that he does have post browse, so. Oh, he did. But both brows confirmed it is a shooter, so. Small one's kind of going back left.
Yes, go left. No, turn.
Oh, here we go.
Do it. You might do it.
Come on.
Do it. Yes. There they go.
Oh no, they're really running.
Right when we decided to do it. Didn't even know what to really say about that other than we totally blew it. And then as soon as we got over here, I was like, yeah, maybe we were alright over there. Should have just stayed, obviously. Dang it, dude. What do you do?
I think we both thought we were going to get picked off up there too easily, and then they just ended up coming further.
Yeah. So, we got into our setup there. We saw him move up. We moved up. We got in this spot, and we had that doe come in, and she busted us, it seemed like. So then we didn't love her confidence. I mean, she was in bow range. I mean, probably right about 20 yards. But I started overthinking it and thinking that maybe we should come over here, get by this bigger tree. Right when we did that, I mean, it's a 20-yard move. We looked up and those bucks were standing there coming back, which is what we were planning for. It just, they beat us to it. I mean, we were here. We were about to sit down. This is a tougher spot than I thought, I guarantee you that. That one bums me out just because we tried really, really hard leading up to this moment where we're standing here. But that's just the way hunting goes, so gotta laugh it off and try again tomorrow. I'd say we got enough for a video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I can only imagine the hours of footage that they have and the hours of footage you have. Good job, dude. That was sweet.
That was fun.
Yeah. When we got to this point, it just got tricky, and we made some decisions, and they weren't the right ones, so I thought it was going to work. I thought that they were going to get up and come this way. And you know what? I think they would have. I think we got impatient and moved. I think we probably should have just stayed where we were, but in hindsight, and obviously seeing them come back makes a huge difference there, but it just is what it is. You live and you learn. I think our plan was just so well executed all the way to the end that it's pretty neat. I mean, you gotta try to be positive at times like this. To have seen him in there in the first place is like insane. And then the fact that we got all the way in there without them knowing, at least them. Some other deer did, but not them. That's pretty cool. We'll get one.